Virat Kohli, the present captain of the Indian cricket team, is one of the world's best right-hand batsmen. He was born on 5 November 1988 in Delhi, India. His nickname is Chiku. Kohli's father, Prem Kohli, was a criminal lawyer. And Saraj Kohli, his mother, is a housewife. Kohli has two siblings, the elder brother Vikash and the elder sister Bhavna. Early life. Kohli was brought up in Uttam Nagar and did his schooling at Vishal Bharti Public School. At a very early stage, about 9 years old, Kohli becomes part of West Delhi Cricket Academy. There he was trained by the trainer Rajkumar Sharma. Later he joined Saviour Convent for his cricket. Kohli was not only talented in cricket, but he was also very good in academics. In 2006 his father died of a stroke. After that, in 2015, with his family, Kohli moved to Gurgaon. Career. Virat Kohli was selected in the Delhi Under-15 team for the Pali Umragar Trophy in 2002-2003. In that tournament, he scored the highest run and became the captain of the team for the 2003-2004 tournaments. The same year, 2004, he was selected in the Delhi Under-17 team. There, his team won the Vijay Merchant Tournament, 2004-2005, and again Kohli was the highest run scorer. In July 2006, he played for India Under-19 team. There, his team won both ODI and Test series against England. His performance was appreciated by coach Lalchand Rajput. In November 2006, he played his debut match against Tamil Nadu for Delhi. The same year in the month of December, when his father died, the very next day, he played against Karnataka and scored 90. His father's death at Kohli's very young stage was a shock to him. After that, he made his father's dream his own dream and never looked back. His mother said that Virat changed a bit after that day. Overnight he became a much more matured person. He took every match seriously. He hated being on the bench. It's as if his life hinged totally on cricket after that day. Now, he looked like he was chasing his father's dream, which was his own too. In April 2007, he was the highest scorer of the Interstate T20 Championship. In 2008, India won the Under-19 Cricket World Cup in Malaysia under the captaincy of Virat Kohli. In that tournament, he was the third highest scorer. After this, Kohli played several Under-19 tournaments and won the matches. After the Under-19 World Cup, Royal Challengers Bangalore of IPL Indian Premier League bought Kohli for $30,000. He was awarded the Border Gavaskar Scholarship that allowed him to train at Cricket Australia's Centre of Excellence in Brisbane for 6 weeks. In 2008 he was selected in the Indian ODI for the Sri Lanka Tour as well as for the Champions Trophy in Pakistan. On the Sri Lanka Tour, he played as an opener batsman, and this was his first international match. And India also won its first ODI series against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. After that, Kohli got the chance to India a team and played several tournaments. And finally, it was December 2008 when he got the annual BCCI Grade D contract that entitled him to receive 1.5 million rupees. In 2009 he was selected for India Emerging Players Tournament. He played as an opener batsman in the matches and scored the highest of 398 runs. This tournament was the turning point of Kohli's career, and he was also praised by the chairman of the National Selection Committee, Chris Srikanth. Further, the same year in the ICC Champions Trophy, he batted at number 4 at the place of Yuvraj Singh and got the Man of the Match award. His first ODI century was against Sri Lanka in 2009, in which he scored 107 of 114 balls. His second century was against Bangladesh in 2010 in a tri-national ODI tournament in Bangladesh. He was also the highest scorer of that series with 275 runs. He was the third Indian batsman who scored 2 ODI centuries at an early age as before 22. Before him, it was Tendulkar and Dhoni who scored 2 ODI centuries at an early age. Further, the same year, 2010, he became the vice-captain for a tri-series, May to June, in Zimbabwe. However, India lost the series, but he became the fastest Indian batsman to score 1,000 runs in ODI. After that, for a period, he struggled with his form, and he retained it with his third ODI century 118 off 121 balls in a series against Australia at Visakhapatnam in October 2010. His fourth ODI century was against New Zealand in the same year. And he became the highest scorer in ODIs, 2010, with 995 runs in 25 matches. After this, match by match with his performances, he got rank 2 batsman in ICC ranking. Further, he was selected for the World Cup 2011 and played in all the matches. He scored his fifth ODI century in his first match of the World Cup against Bangladesh, which made him the first Indian batsman for such achievement. In the final match of the World Cup, he played a good partnership with Gambhir that made it possible for India to win the World Cup after the 1983 World Cup. After the success of the World Cup, he played his Test debut at Kingston in June to July 2021, when India toured West Indies for one-day and Test series. But there in the Test series, he struggled with his performance, due to which first he was dropped from the next Test series of July-August in England. But later, due to the injury of Yuvraj Singh, he was recalled. After that, in all ODI series, he gave his best performance and scored the highest run in ODIs for the year 2011, 1381 in 34 matches. Now with his consistent performance, he got a place in the Test series and toured Australia in December 2011. However, India lost that Test series, but he was the highest Indian scorer of that series as well as he scored his first Test century, 116 runs, in the first inning of the fourth match of that series. Further, in the Commonwealth Bank Triangular Series, February 2021, in Australia, Kohli was the highest Indian scorer as well as the only Indian batsman who scored a century in the series. However, India lost that series, but for his nice performance in that series, Kohli has appointed the vice-captain for Asia Cup 2012, which was going to be in Bangladesh. In that tournament, too, he was the highest scorer with 357 runs. In the last group match of the tournament, he scored 183 against Pakistan, which was his 11th ODI century, as well as the highest individual score in the Asia Cup that broke the record of Yunus Khan, 144, in 2004. Kohli was awarded the man of the match in 2 matches of the tournament. However, India could not qualify for the final of the tournament. In the same year, 2012, Kohli played several other matches and series and got the man of the match and man of the series awards. At the time of ICC World Cup 2020 in 2012, he was the highest Indian scorer with 185 runs and was awarded ICC Team of the Tournament. Match by match, Kohli was improving and also showing his growing maturity in the game. Viv Richards, former West Indies captain, said, "I love watching Virat Kohli bat. He looks to me like an individual of my own heart. I love his aggression, and he has serious passion that I used to have. He reminds me of myself. Later in a triangular series in the West Indies, Kohli played as the captain when Dhoni was injured in the first match of the series. He scored his first century, 102 off 83 balls, as a captain against West Indies in that series. Further, in July 2013, when most of the senior players were rested for the ODI Zimbabwe Tour, Kohli was the first time appointed as the captain for the whole series. India won that series 5-0. After that, in the second match of an ODI series against Australia in Jaipur, Kohli scored 100 in just 52 balls that were the fastest century against Australia. In the sixth match of that series, he scored 115 in just 66 balls in which made 161 balls, which was the third fastest ODI century by an Indian batsman. With this century, Kohli also became the fastest batsman in the world to score 1700s in ODI. After this series, Kohli also reached the top rank in ICC ODI batsman rankings. In other ODI series, Kohli equalled Viv Richards with becoming the fastest batsman to make 5,000 runs in 114 innings in ODI cricket. He was also the man of the series for scoring the highest run, 204. Further, Kohli toured for several series, and in almost all matches, he showed his consistent performance. In the 2014 ICC World T20, he was the vice-captain of the Indian team. In all matches, he played very well, especially in the semi-final he scored 74 in 44 balls. For that, he got the man of the match and said, "My best 2020 innings." Even in the final match, he scored 77 from 58 balls against Sri Lanka. However, India lost that match. Kohli scored 319 runs in that tournament. That was the highest individual score. For that, he won the award of the man of the tournament. After that, for a period of time, Kohli struggled with his form, and many questions arose on his technique. In the Test and ODI series against England, he struggled much. But later in October 2014, in home ODI series, he got his form back. He scored his 20th ODI century, 127 in 114 balls in the fourth match of the series. After that, in November, for an ODI series against Sri Lanka, Dhoni was rested, and Kohli captained the full series. In the fifth match of the series, he scored unbeaten 139 off 126 balls and won the series with 5-0. He got the player of the series. This was the second whitewash under his captaincy. At that time, Kohli also became the fastest batsman in the world to cross 6,000 in ODIs. He also became the second player in the world for making more than 1,000 runs in 4 consecutive years. Kohli got Test captaincy. In December 2014, for the Australian Tour, Kohli got Test captaincy due to Dhoni's injury. However, Dhoni returned to the team as captain from the second match of the series, but at the last of the third match of the series, Dhoni announced his retirement from Test cricket, and Kohli became the full-time captain for the Test team. As a captain of the Test team, he gave his best performance in all the matches. He scored 692 in all 4 matches that were the highest by an Indian batsman in Test series in Australia. After that, in World Cup 2015, Kohli performed well. However, India was eliminated by Australia in the semi-final. Kohli's performances as a captain as of 28 September 2021. Test. Kohli captained 65 Test matches in which he won 38 matches and lost 16 matches. 11 matches were drawn. ODI. Kohli captained 95 ODI matches in which he won 65 matches and lost 27 matches. One match was tied, and there was no result of 2 matches. T20I. Kohli captained 45 2020 matches in which he won 27 matches and lost 14 matches. 2 matches were tied, and there was no result of 2 matches. In the 2016 ICC World T20, Kohli scored 273 runs in 5 matches. However, in the semi-final, in spite of his top scored 89 from 47 balls, India lost the match by the West Indies and India's campaign was ended. But Kohli got the awards of the man of the tournament as well as the captain of the team of the tournament, by ICC. In October 2017, Kohli made new records of the highest 8,888 runs with 31 centuries in 200 ODI matches. The ICC appoint Kohli as captain of their World Test 11 and ODI 11 for 2017. In 2018 in the series against West Indies, Kohli completed his 10,000 ODI runs in 205 matches. He was the fastest and 12th batsman for making such records. He made that record in 205 matches, which were 54 matches less than the next fastest Sachin Tendulkar. In the same year, 2018, in his captaincy, Kohli won the Test series in Australia and became the first Indian as well as the first Asian captain to win the Test series in Australia. And again, he was appointed the captain of World Test 11 and ODI 11 by ICC. Kohli captained the Indian team in the 2019 Cricket World Cup. In June 2019, in a match against West Indies, he completed 20,000 runs in 417 international matches that were the fastest by any batsman. At the starting of 2020, India toured New Zealand, but in that tour, Kohli struggled with his performances, and that tour was a disastrous tour under Kohli captaincy. India lost all its matches. In India tour to Australia during 2020-2021, India lost the ODI series but won the T20I series in which Kohli was the highest scorer. In the Test series, after the first Test, Kohli took paternity leave as he was expecting his first child and left the series in between. For this decision, he was criticised much by Gavaskar and Kapil Dev. But in spite of his absence in the captaincy of Ajinkya Rahane, India won the series. After that, in June 2021, in Kohli captaincy, India lost the 2021 ICC World Test Championship final by New Zealand. In September, he was announced as a captain for the 2021 ICC Men's T20 World Cup. But later, Kohli was announced for quitting India's T20I captaincy. Kohli's style. Virat Kohli is an aggressive right-hand batsman. Usually, he played at number 3. He is famous for his wide range of shots, as well as for his capability to bat under pressure. Although the cover drive is his favorite shot, his natural shot is a flick shot. He was appreciated by his team for his confidence, commitment, focus and work ethic. He is also known as a sharp fielder. He is a good chaser as he plays well at the time of chasing another team. He said himself, "I love the whole situation that comes with chasing. I like the challenge of testing myself, figuring out how to rotate the strike, when to hit a boundary." Even Kohli's batting style resembles Tendulkar batting style. Sometimes he was called a successor of Sachin Tendulkar. Actually, from his childhood, Kohli was a big fan of Tendulkar, who was also his idol. Kohli always tried to copy the shots of Tendulkar. On his shots, one of the best batsmen, Vivian Richards, said that Kohli reminds him of himself. In this way, he was praised by several cricketers. Greg Chappell said about him, "Most Australian non-Australian cricketer of all time." However, due to his aggression on the field, he was criticised by the media, who told him brash and arrogant, and at the same time, many cricketers appreciated this aggressive attitude. In 2018, Brian Lara, the legend cricketer of West Indies, said Kohli was one of the best batsmen in the world. Achievements. Kohli is the highest scorer in T20I, and he is awarded 2 times the player of the tournament in the 2020 World Cup. In the 2020 World Cup 2014, he scored 319 runs with 4 50s. In ODI, he is after Sachin Tendulkar, 49 centuries, in terms of centuries with 43 centuries. If we see his overall centuries in international cricket, then he has a total of 70 centuries, which is after Tendulkar, 100, and Ricky Ponting, 71. Kohli scored 1,000 runs, ODI, in only 11 matches, which is the fastest one. He is also the fastest player to score 10,000 runs. Awards. Kohli got many national, sporting and other awards. National awards. Kohli got 3 national awards. In 2013, he was honored with Arjuna Award. In 2017, he was honored with Padma Shri Award, 4th highest civilian award of India. In 2018, he was honored with Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award, highest sporting honour of India. Kohli's love life and marriage. Kohli never hides his affair with his girlfriend, Anushka Sharma, Bollywood actress. The couple started dating in 2013, and very soon, the lovebirds started living in a relationship. Their fans give them the name, Varushka. The couple tied in wedlock on the 11th of January 2017 in Florence, Italy. This year on the 11th of January, the couple was blessed with a baby girl and gave her the name, Vamika. Kohli's commercial life. Virat Kohli is known as one of the best cricketers. But apart from cricket, he also loves football. He is a co-owner of the Indian Super League club FC Goa. He said that he invested in the club because he wanted football to grow in India, and at the same time, it is also a business venture for him for the future. Kohli is also the co-owner of the International Premier Tennis League, franchise UAE Royals, and the co-owner of the Pro Wrestling League, JSW-owned Bengaluru Yadhas franchise. Kohli, with Universal Sportsbiz, launched a brand Wrong. It is a men, casual wear clothing brand that is later tied up with Mindra and Shoppers Stop. Kohli is also the shareholder and brand ambassador of the social networking venture, Sport Convo. Apart from these, Kohli also invested a big amount of 900 million rupees in gyms and fitness centers. He has planned for a chain of gyms and fitness centers all over the country. It was launched under the name Chisel and jointly owned by Kohli, Chisel India and Cornerstone Sport and Entertainment. Kohli also invested in a children fitness venture in Stapathlon Kids with Stapathlon Lifestyles Partnership. Kohli's endorsements. With a bright career and popularity in cricket, Kohli also became the brand ambassador of many brands. Just after the 2008 Under-19 World Cup, Kohli was signed up by Bunty Sajdesh, a sports agent of Cornerstone Sport and Entertainment. Kohli 8 years deal with Puma worth 1.1 billion rupees was the highest deal of a sportsperson with a brand. Kohli's brand value was in one of the top ranks. According to an American appraisal in 2014, Kohli was at 4th rank in the list of most valued celebrity brands in India. In the same year, according to Sports Pro, UK magazine, Kohli was the second most marketable athlete in the world. According to Duff and Phelps, in 2016, Kohli brand value was $92 million United States dollars, which was a second number only next to Shah Rukh Khan. In 2017 in the list of Forbes, Kohli was at 7th rank in the most valuable brand among athletes. Kohli had a deal with 17 brands in 2017 like Boost, American Tourister, Audi, Gillette, Gianni, MRF, Manyavar, Punjab National Bank, Uber etc. Mobile esports platform Mobile Premier League in March 2019 signed Kohli as their brand ambassador. In 2019 Kohli's earnings were estimated at $25 million, in which $21 million were from endorsements, and the rest of earnings were from salary and winnings. This year, 2021, in the month of April, Kohli was signed as a brand ambassador of IPL and Vivo. Kohli's social welfare and charity. With his talent and popularity, Kohli is also a very kind-hearted and charitable person. He has his own charity foundation named Virat Kohli Foundation, VKF. Through this foundation, he helps underprivileged children. This foundation also works with other NGOs for fundraising and for creating awareness to support underprivileged children. For fund of their charity foundation celebrities always organizes different events like Kohli and Abhishek Bachchan jointly organized football match between their clubs, All Heart Football Club owned by VFK and All Stars Football Club owned by Abhishek Bachchan. In this match, Kohli captained his team and the fund generated by this match was used for both charity foundations. Conclusion. So, overall, Virat Kohli is a very talented cricketer and a kind person. He is very popular among cricket fans as well as among children. He is also cast in a Super V, Super Virat. It is an animated superhero series in which he is portrayed as a superhero that discovers hidden superpowers. An episode of the documentary series, Mega Icons, is dedicated to Kohli's achievements in cricket. Dear viewers, we have tried our best to provide you an informative video. Please comment that how did you find this video because your opinion and comments are very important to us. If you like the video, please like and subscribe our channel so that you may be updated for our every informative video. Take care of your good self.